¿Qué tal, amigos? Stuart here with another vlog about life in Spain, or more precisely, life in Madrid. And I'm just about to come down and get the M30, which is a fairly complicated stretch of road, as you've probably seen before in other blogs of mine. And today, of course, we have traffic restrictions on the M30 because of pollution. So I'm just going to try and get across here. I think there's a 70 kilometer speed limit. It's normally 90, it's been reduced 20 kilometers. Just going to get across here. Because of the pollution rates in the city at the moment, which are extremely high. Basically, they're high because Madrid is a city that doesn't have a lot of rain, doesn't have a lot of wind, and there's a lot of cars. So this dark cloud sort of hangs over the city, and it's been hanging over the city now for the last 10 days or so. Last week it was more serious. They actually banned people from parking inside the city circle. Let's say Madrid is a city that sort of has these ring roads going around it, and there's a ring road that I'm on now called the M30. So anywhere inside the ring road, last week it was forbidden to park. So you had two choices. One, you could either take public transport into the city, or the other one was you had to leave your car somewhere on the outskirts and in a parking somewhere, in a parking garage somewhere, and then work your way in. But that's what we're going through now. And you know, you can see in the air, I mean, you can see the pollution. It's thick. Probably haven't got to Beijing standards yet, but you know, it's a serious health issue for some people, and you know, the city's decided to react, which is good. Politicians are taking the measures necessary to bring down these pollution levels. Well, it says recommended speed 70 kilometers an hour, so I don't know whether if you go over 70 you'll get a fine, or whether it's just recommended, as I said, but I suppose that you know, these traffic measures are in place for that reason. Alright, I'm going into a tunnel, but when I come out I'll continue. Alright, we're out of the tunnel now. Getting onto the Valencia Road, which will take me home. Yeah, so I haven't been doing these for a while. In fact, I haven't done one for a few months. I haven't had anything to talk about, really. A couple of people wrote to me, you know, saying that they want to know more about life here in Spain and about the education system and things like that. So I'm going to be working on those over the next few weeks or months as well. At the moment we're in the middle of November, November the 16th, I think, to be exact, and heading into winter. So I don't know how inspired I'm going to be to do these over the next few months. I've also got a trip to Australia coming up as well, so I'm going to be out of action for a while, but I'll try to get a few in before I go there at least. I've also been really busy with another project that I'm working on as well, related to the other thing that I do, which is teaching English. So, that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to do a lot of these blogs over the last few months. Yeah, I'm just looking here out the window. The traffic, you can really see the pollution levels today. It's incredible. Signs up everywhere saying, don't use the car, to help try and bring the problem down. Really, this is a problem that every European city, every big European city's got a similar problem regarding pollution. Every city in the world has this thing. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know whether you have to ban cars or whether cars have to become electric, or I don't know what's happening. I mean, the recent problems with Volkswagen and the emissions scandal, because basically what they're trying to do is bring their cars down to the emission standards that are in place here in Europe, which are quite strict. And from what I read, they didn't have the cars weren't meeting those standards. And everybody here in Spain has a diesel car. Everybody in Europe, I should say, normally has a diesel car nowadays. I think it's something like 8 out of every 10 cars sold is a diesel. And I'm not sure whether diesels are cleaner than normal petrol engines, but I'm sure somebody will be able to tell me that. But the emissions that are associated with diesel cars and the engines, trying to get them to give out few emissions as possible. I've got a motorbike coming up on my bump now, so get over. So it's a complicated dilemma that politicians have got here. I mean, I think I spoke about this in another video a while ago, but Madrid is a city that has good public transport. I mean, it's got a good bus system, it's got a good metro system, it's got a light rail network or an interurban rail network that gets people into the cities, and it is extremely crowded. If you take the metro at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's a busy place. Buses are full of people, but there's just so many people living in the cities. Madrid is a city of 3.5 million, and as cities progress and people get more access to jobs and things like that, they buy cars, and then kids get cars as well. So everybody has cars. I mean, it's normal here for families to have 2 cars, one for both parents, and then once the kids get older, everybody has a car. So we're talking about real problems. But anyway, now I'm going to cut this blog off here just to let you know that I'm back in action, coming up to 5 kilometers away from where I got to be. So I'll say goodbye now, but just to let you guys know that I'll be up and running again soon with a few more topics to talk about. If you want something specific for me to talk about, like if you have any specific questions about life here in Spain, feel free, ask away, and I'll try to mention that in one of the vlogs that I do over the next few months. So have a good day, and hasta luego.